in the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Certainly, President Ruto will be engaging not just with President Biden, but with Congress and the Senate. And the whole idea behind these engagements really is to socialize the American policy constituency about some of the challenges that Kenya is facing, but also challenges that the continent is facing. But the president will not just talk challenges, he will also talk opportunities. This country has, and this continent has, immense opportunities. Opportunities that can aid in addressing some of the challenges that the world is facing. And so President Ruto will be seeking a package around trade and around investment. That's really our focus. The belief by President Ruto is that through investment and through expansion of trade is how we can build resiliency within our economies, rather than by way of aid and short-term, sort of solutions. And so real focus will be on trade, investment, and accelerating our economic cooperation. On the matter of Steve Munyaho, I think you are aware that we have been engaging at the State Department. We have met with our colleagues in the Embassy of Saudi Arabia. We've met with the family. We've met with the Embassy of Yemen, whose citizen or whose national was the victim, in this case. And we're working together. It's a difficult case because the matter has already been adjudicated. It's taken a couple of years for it to be resolved, but we are confident that through diplomatic means and through further negotiation and engagement, we will be able to find a solution. Thank you very much. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, VS. I think there are two questions asked. Jeff, I don't know. My friend Jeff asked a question. I don't know if this is the appropriate place to ask this question. You've heard what we've been talking about and what the PS has said and some of the questions that are being asked. And what the president, the journey that the president has been working for the last, since he assumed office really, on climate action, on the debt crisis, and this is the big stage. He's been at different forums trying to address this not only on behalf of Kenya, but on behalf of Africa. So this is the big stage. I wouldn't want to trivialize it. I want us to stay focused on the state visit itself. But now that you asked anyway, about the deputy president and the president, to my knowledge, there is no issue, Jeff. And of course, the deputy president's office is an office with all the capabilities and competencies. If you want to ask any question or find out anything about the deputy president, they have all the capabilities and you can find whatever information you need there. There's a second question on the matter of the office of the retired president. I think there are some issues that were raised in the media, and those are the issues that were asked by my brother from K24 and also Jeff. The thing is, there's an office complex in Nyari that has been used by previous president, the late President Mwai Kibaki, and he occupied that office for 9 years. It is very well known that the office is there, it is vacant, and President Uhuru Kenyatta can use that office as and when he deems fit to use it. As for the other matters about budget, there are channels and mechanisms to access budget and provisions in the office of the fourth president, and all those have been provided for officially for any official engagement. Okay.
Hi, my name is Gatete Njoroge from Citizen TV. Hussein, my question is about the US trip, and some of the things maybe that Kenya is seeking to partner with the US. I don't know if we're also seeking, let's talk, when we go to Asia, we have seen the president talking about exporting labor. I don't know if that is some of the proposal maybe we'll be having to the US government. In the 60s, we remember we had the airlift programs where we saw thousands of Kenyans going to the US and they were getting scholarships and they came back and served this country. Are those some of the opportunities that the government will be exploring when they go to the United States? Thank you, Hussein.
Yes, Gatete. Siamini unajiintroduce Gatete Njoroge. There is, of course, all this and much more on the table and will be discussed. As I said, this is just an itinerary, giving you a rundown of what will happen. As the president goes to the state visit, a lot more will be announced. The airlift program is something that will be reflected upon. And yes, the announcements of, on partnership between Kenyan universities and their US counterparts. And that will actually be announced to that effect in as far as exchange programs are concerned.
But I can also take it.
Yeah.
But I think just to mention that Kenya and the US have been negotiating STIP, the Strategic Trade and Investment Partnership. This is an agreement that we are negotiating. It has about 11 chapters. And there is a whole chapter there on labor and labor migration. And we're having a very robust conversation around how the US can be able to open a window for Kenya, particularly under the H1 and H2 visa framework. And so it will form part and parcel of our conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.